Why are you so confident you're gonna, do what?
I mean, I'm on. I have 26 fights. I have 23 knockouts. This is the most motivated I've ever been in my life. I know if I really want to be a legend, I have to go in there and make a splash. I feel like this is the second win of my career. Professional 10 years. I feel like I got another 15 left in me, so I'm excited, man. This is definitely gonna be a great fight, but I want to knock him out. I want his fucking head. And that's what I'm gonna do.
¿Por qué mucho rencor? Why is there so much tension?
Pues no me gusta la manera como es, el tipo de persona que es. Habla un chingo de chingaderas y pues no me gusta y por eso lo quiero noquear.
David, you seem to almost go on 10 as soon as you guys really started to talk. How much deep down anger and resentment do you have towards him?
I have a lot, especially since this fight has been signed. I'm in my head. You have to put yourselves in this situation to get the most out of you. I do not like this guy at all. I really want to put a beating on him, and I'm gonna get to do it on the biggest stage possible. But this is how it is, man. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for whatever comes with this.
You predicted a knockout before the 6th round. Considering the fact that we haven't really seen Caleb Plant get touched up like that early in fights, do you think you're gonna have to do something that's never been done there?
Yeah, he's never been in the ring with me either. With David Benavidez, I'm bigger, stronger. We both got speed, but I got a lot of speed too. I have punches and bunches, body shots. I got everything, man. But like I said, this fight and this training camp is really about the best out of me. And so we still already got fucking 7 weeks. I've been doing 12 rounds with 3 different sparring partners since 2 weeks ago. So everything's on point right now.
You just sized him up face to face. His last couple press conferences with Canelo and Andre Durrell, they were pretty testy. He was pretty. He had a different demeanor today. What did you make of that?
He was scared. You see in his eyes. His eyes are all fucking glossy. He looks like he's about to cry. When his trainer came up and talked, did you notice that he was real quiet, real subtle? He didn't want to make a big deal because they don't have confidence in themselves. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. He's been knocked out before, and I know I can knock him out. I've heard everybody I've been in the ring with, in sparring and in fighting, since I was 13 years old, and this is no different.
Is this kind of animosity work for you, or do you think it's a little unnecessary energy that you have to worry about?
No, it's like I said, like when you get in a fight like this, a big moment. I mean, look at all this. Everybody's going crazy because people they talk down about this type of behavior, but honestly, this is what people want to see. They want to see 2 guys that really don't like each other go at it. So it really does motivate me, but I'm a professional at the end of the day. I'm not going to put anything in jeopardy, and I'm not going to go in a fight with a lot of emotions. I'm going to do my job in there.
We talked to fighters that have fought you in the past, namely Dennis Dugan, the mama's boy, and he was very vocal about his experience with you.
I seen that, what he said.
He told me that basically you nearly sucked the air out of the promotion, that you were the only person that ever really intimidated him prior to your matchup with him. Talk to us about is it mind games or is it just how you feel?
So I think they could just feel the aura and the intensity. When I fought him, I didn't really we didn't have too much trash talking.
But it was just talking. He said it was the look that you gave him.
It was. This is just what I am. I'm a Mexican monster, and this is how I fought my whole life. I go in there and I put beatings on people since I was a young kid until now, and nothing's ever changed. And they can say whatever they want, flat-footed and no defense, this and that. When they get in the ring with me, they know it's a whole different story.
What's this preparation been like?
Well, this preparation has been amazing. Like I said, we had been in training camp because I had a fight in January. So I've been training since I honestly only took 3 weeks off after my last fight, but in training camp I've been since October. And obviously, like you said, you got to know how to work the training camp, how to be more intense and how to bring it down sometimes. And we've been in great shape, bro. Like I said, we've been doing 12 round sparring with 3 different guys since 2 weeks ago. We're gonna get into 15 rounds next week, and then we're gonna keep it going. The condition has never been my problem, and I've never had problems with that. So when people say I'm undisciplined, not dedicated, all great fighters miss weight one time. You look at Shakur Stevens. He's not fat, he's not out of shape, but he missed weight one time, and I don't want to fucking put him on blast like that. But I'm saying every great fighter goes through this. So if you want to judge a fighter saying he's undisciplined, he's this and that, they're just saying that because they're scared and they're nervous, bro. I know exactly what I have to do for this fight, and we're going to follow the game plan.
David, let's touch on-
¿por qué tanta hostilidad con Plant?
Pues el tipo de persona que es, no me gusta cómo es, habla un chingo de chingaderas y ya tenemos la pelea y ya lo va a noquear.
¿Planeas terminarlo más rápido que Canelo?
Sí, yo lo quiero noquear antes de 6 rounds. Yo creo que en 5 o 6 lo vamos a noquear.
Papá Benavidez, ¿por qué tanta hostilidad de su parte?
No, pues sabes que es una persona que habla mucho, estamos muy contentos con lo que ha hecho David y son las peleas que necesitamos para toda la raza, quiere mirar estas peleas y no, todo esto se van a juntar el 25 y esas son las peleas que quiere mirar toda la gente y ahí, ¿no? O sea, también ahora se nos dio la oportunidad y muchas gracias a toda la gente que nos apoya.
David, ¿crees que vamos a ver el mejor David Benavidez?
Sí, claro que sí. Pues estoy bien motivado para esta pelea. Ya tengo meses entrenando para esta pelea y me siento bien, rápido, muy fuerte. Y sí, ya estamos listos para marzo 25.
¿Crees que este tipo de peleas te hace hacer la cara del boxeo mexicano?
Yo creo que sí, pero primero que nada tenemos que ir allá adentro y noquear a Caleb Plant y de ahí vamos a mirar dónde van las cosas.
Lo mencionas que lo quieres castigar, lo quieres noquear.
Sí,
lo
quiero castigar y eso es lo que vamos a hacer.
¿Quieres que la afición mexicana que compre ese pago por evento el 5 de marzo?
Sí, y toda la gente que me apoya, muchas gracias. Y también le quiero mandar un saludo a mi finiquera, toda la gente del Phoenix, los quiero mucho.
Can you talk about your confidence as far as you said the 6th round? Why did you say the 6th? And what gives you that thrill of confidence?
I wanted to put a little bit more pressure on myself. I want to put pressure on myself, but I know when I pressure myself, the best comes out of me. And I'm just excited. I feel it. I feel it in there. I feel like this is my moment. You know, I've been fucking putting in work, bro. I've been professional 10 years. I've been, have bad things happen to me, have good things happen to me, but I feel like everything has happened to me for a reason. And I'm going to be the best David Benavidez on March 25th.
Did you think this would be an adrenaline-filled press conference?
Oh, yeah. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Even since the morning, I've seen him, and, I want to tell people, like, this is not my persona all the time, but sometimes you got to take yourself to that place, man, and that place that's a little scary. So this is exactly what we did.
Disappointed that you guys didn't actually get to have a traditional
very disappointed.
face-off.
Yeah, very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Yeah. Well, how you feel mentally about this fight?
I feel good, man. I'm very excited, very motivated. I see you guys had a good time too. So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm here for you guys, and I'm gonna give you guys the best entertainment possible.
What would you say his best attributes coming into the fight you have to worry about?
Him moving around in the ring. He throws good combinations, so I'm gonna have to time him, and I'm gonna have to cut the ring off a lot.
Do you feel he's going to try to box
largely
you?
impressed with his KO over Anthony Durrell.
What did you say?
Do you feel he's going to go out there and box
Oh yeah,
you?
he's definitely gonna box. As soon as he feels the power, he's gonna start running even more.
You seem largely unimpressed with his KO over Anthony Durrell. When you saw it, what did you think about it?
No, I was impressed. I wasn't impressed. I'm just the whole fight, how it happened. He was getting booed in the fucking fight. When I ever got booed in my fight? It was a good knockout, but he was getting touched a lot. And if I put my hands on him like that, he's not getting up.
David,
If you guys want Caleb, you have 5 minutes. He's leaving.
David, with everything that you say against Caleb, what are some of the things he does well?
He's a good boxer. He has good defense. He has good speed. Like I said, what he said too. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight a fighter that sucks. We're here for a reason. He's a good fighter. He put a great fight up with Canelo. So I know he's gonna come prepared, but I'm coming prepared too. And once that pressure gets put on, the best comes out of me.
David, you've been the mandatory for Canelo before. Do you think if you beat Kevin Plant, that finally you're going to get that matchup?
I don't know. Hopefully, that's the fight that everybody wants to see. So hopefully they respect the mandatories and make it after this.
What do you make of Canelo not wanting to fight Mexicans? Obviously, we've seen Barrera.
I have no comment about that. No comment.
If you win this fight, will you force Canelo's hands to fight you, or would you?
I've done everything possible. I feel like it has to come from him. He has to get if he's pressured. But I feel like if he doesn't care, he doesn't care. But as for the fans, this is what we want.
David, talk to us about the name change. The fighter formerly known as El Bandana Roja, now the Mexican Monster, aptly named by Mike Tyson. How does it feel to be sporting a name given to you by the greatest fighter of all time?
I feel blessed, especially when we sat down and we talked and he told me that, you should be the Mexican Monster. I feel like you don't really get that much opportunities in life. You meet your idols and they go as far as to give you a nickname, you know what I mean? So it definitely means a lot to me. And everything these people have told me, like all the legends like De La Hoya, Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Manuel Marquez, it's all been a motivation. It's a dream come true, and I just want to keep fulfilling my destiny.
Have you spoke to Mike Tyson about the Caleb Plant in particular?
Well, I only spoke to him that one time we were there. Hopefully he comes to the fight. I think I'm gonna try to get him some tickets, but it's just cool. Like Mike Tyson is in my corner too. You know what I mean? It's really dope, bro, and I'm very, very happy.
Tell us a little bit about.
Pues fue algo era como un sueño. El Mike Tyson es uno de mis boxeadores favoritos. So, todo lo que pasó con él, estoy bien feliz de nomás conocerlo y tenerlo allí y hablar con él.
¿Y el apoyo que te dice que es el monstruo mexicano?
No, pues es un sueño para mí. El apoyo que me da y me motiva un chingo y me siento muy bien ahorita.
Tell us a little bit about your relationship with your dad. Do you guys ever clash since you guys train together?
Yeah. Me, the dad and father, dad and son always clash, but I feel like that's what makes us good. You know, he has certain ideas, I have certain ideas, but what I like to do now is I like to listen to everybody. I feel like more ideas than just besides mine are good for the whole team and good for our thinking. But he keeps me motivated. He's kept me motivated since I was a little kid. He trained me since I was 2 years old, and we made a lot of history together. And I want to keep making history with him.
Yeah, you're
Is it just a rumor or is right?
Do you feel any pressure that you're fighting?
What did you say?
I'm saying, do you feel any pressure for the fact that you're fighting in basically Caleb's ground?
Nah, Vegas is my city. I used to live in Vegas, and I've lived in Vegas. I've lived here in California. I lived in Long Beach. Lived in Seattle, Oregon, Phoenix, Arizona. I feel like the type of person I am with my fans, I feel like everywhere I go is home. Even Texas too. I love Texas. Love Miami. It's just that I'm a fan-friendly fighter. You know what I mean? If I see a lot of people, I take pictures with people. I take my time out of my day to make sure that, you know, they're satisfied. So everywhere I fight is home for me. Las Vegas is my home.
David, how did you feel his energy up there?
He was scared. He was scared since his energy since I even came out the hotel. He's scared, bro. I know somebody's scared, but I've been doing this for long enough time. You know, I knock people out, I stop people, I beat the shit out of people. So I know when somebody's scared. All that fake shit, he wants to act like he's tough, he's like stone cold, and I know a scared person when I see him.
How do you deal with the emotions in the fight? Like
I've been a professional for 10 years, you know what I mean? So I know how to handle it. I've never wanted to just go in there and look for a knockout. I do my stuff right, I do my job right, and the knockout comes by itself. But there's emotions, but I'm smarter than to go in with a lot of emotions and not do my job.
Benavidez, sabemos que eres un hombre que habla con los puños y ¿por qué tanto coraje contra Plan? ¿Por qué?
No, pues es un tipo de peleador que no me gusta, habla un chingo, dice muchas cosas de mí, que yo soy un gordo, que this and that, que no hago el peso. So, por todas las cosas que dijo, tiene que pagar. Y yo lo voy a hacer pagar, marzo 25.
Claro, ¿hay algún plan para ir contra Canelo?
Sí, después el plan es para ir contra Canelo, pero la verdad, yo quiero pelear a todos los peleadores que son los mejores ahorita. Hay David Morrell, me encanta David Morrell, es un peleador muy bueno. Yo creo que yo y él van a ser una pelea muy grande en el futuro. Hay Berlenga, Charlo, hay muchísimos peleadores ahorita. So, a ver qué pasa después de esta pelea.
David, what do you think about his energy?
Hey, he was like I said, bro, he doesn't, I know the energy. I know a scared person when I see one. You know, I've been beating the shit out of people my whole life. You know what I mean? So he could act like he's going in there, he's not scared of me, but I know he's scared of me.
He's going to be more surprised once he steps in.
He's going to be surprised when I knock him the fuck out. That's what he's going to be surprised of.
What's the headline reading on the 26th of March on that Sunday morning?
David Benavidez knocks out Caleb Plant in round 6.
David, who are some of your favorite Mexican fighters?
Marco Antonio Barrera, Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez, Finito Lopez. Who else? Oscar De La Hoya. There's a lot of them, bro. I can't really name all. There's a lot of good Mexican fighters, but yeah, I want to follow the line and be added to that, you know, as a great Mexican fighter too. Yeah, I feel like I have 4 fights left at the super middleweight. The only reason I stayed along for so long because I wanted to make this fight happen for sure. And then since I'm already there, you know what I mean, I might as well just try to make these other big fights happen. We got Canelo, we got Morrell, Charlo, and then after that, or maybe Bubo Andre, and then after that, I'm going up to 175. But if I can't get any of those fights made, then I'm going up to 175.
Speaking of 175, what did you think about Artur Beterbiev's performance versus Anthony Yarde the other night?
I thought it was a really good performance, but he does leave himself open a lot. I feel like I could have a lot of success with him, and I would love to fight him in the future. He leaves his body open a lot, you know, and he's really, you can really hit him a lot with combinations. So, I mean, it would definitely be an extremely tough risk or tough task. I would want to go up to 175 and see how it is first before I go to the, the main guy, but I think 175, I'm going to be even more stronger and faster.
Who do you think is the best at 175 right now, Bivol or Beterbiev?
I think until they fight, you can't really tell. You can't really say. They are both the champions. So until they fight, I think Bivol will beat Beterbiev though, to be honest. But I can't really say until it happens. But yeah, I think Bivol's movement and how he fights and how disciplined he is, I think he has what it takes to beat Beterbiev.
Canelo wasn't able to do it, sort of the same thing. Do you think you're the right Mexican to beat Bivol?
I've sparred Bivol a lot, yeah, so I know what happens in those sparring sessions. So yeah, I can beat him.
You think you're the guy?
I can knock him out.
¿Qué dice al pueblo mexicano que debe venirse el muchacho?
Pues aquí estoy yo estoy listo para pelear a quien sea. Yo estoy listo y lo noqueo a todos también.
David,
sí.
David, ¿la bandera roja o el monstruo mexicano?
Me gusta, pues ya tengo 10 años con la bandera roja. Es un nombre que me dio mi promotor, pero ya que me dio este nombre, el Mike Tyson, me gusta un poquito más el monstruo mexicano. Pues no nomás el boxeo mexicano, porque yo también de parte de mi familia, mi mamá es de Ecuador. So, yo creo que lo que yo quiero enseñar a todos los latinos que somos guerreros. No, it doesn't matter what latino que eres, todos los latinos son guerreros. Y eso es lo que quiero enseñar.
¿Cómo te has sentido ahora con Memo Oreja en tu preparación?
Me siento muy bien, los acoplamos muy bien. Él es un muy buen entrenador y me siento muy fuerte trabajando con él.
¿Le podrías mandar un saludo a mi papá, al Happy Face?
El Happy, ¿es tu papá, el Happy Face? Sí. El hermano de Puebla.
Ese mero.
¿Qué onda, Happy Face? ¿Cómo andas?
Muchas gracias.
David, how does it feel? Caleb has mentioned some personal things with you coming up positive on the test in the past and the missing weight. How irritated are those comments?
It doesn't irritate me at all. I mean, it happened. I'm not fucking gonna lie and say it didn't happen, but that happened years and years ago. You know what I mean? As I'm comfortable with people trying to throw that in my face, making it seem like that's what I still am, when I'm not. You know what I mean? If that's who you think, that I'm a flat-footed fighter, I'm a undisciplined fighter, I'm a drug addict, I'm a this, and you think whatever you want. When I get your ass in that ring, no matter who it is, you're not gonna be thinking that after the fight.
David, with Canelo seemingly tied up for the rest of this year, it looks like he wants to fight Bivol in the fall. What does the rest of your year look like? I know your intent is to win. Do we expect another pay-per-view fight with Charlo? Like, where do you take your career after this fight?
I can't really say because, I mean, I've been trying to predict it for the past 3 years and nothing happens like how you think it's gonna happen. So we're just focused on this fight right now. I'm gonna give 100% of myself, and this is gonna be the best version of myself you will see. And then after the fight, we could think about that because I don't know where this boat's gonna go after this.
David, we've seen you
visualize the knockout. When you visualize the knockout and you're like at night thinking about how it's going to happen, is it like a culmination of punches, a body shot? Is it how does it look to you?
Yeah, so when I see it in my head, I see a couple ways. I see body shots, I see combinations, and I see him giving up himself. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of possibilities of how I could do it. But we're just gonna work. We're gonna continue working hard. But the thing that's guaranteed is I'm going to knock him out.
When you are thinking about the fight as well, are you kind of one of those guys that talks to the fighter, kind of starts breaking their will mentally as far as like verbally as well in there?
I only start talking unless they talk to me. I mean, so if he starts talking, I'm definitely gonna talk shit. But if he doesn't, then I don't need to talk to somebody to break their will. I'll just fucking hit him in the body and beat them up, and that's what to be enough.
He's done that before. Obviously, we all heard him talking to Canelo in the ring. I know you had your opinion about that, or him kind of maybe.
That was his cry for help. I mean, like, please, Canelo, don't knock me out. So I mean, he got knocked out anyway, so it didn't even matter.
Two more guys, 2 more questions.
Do you think he's gonna talk to you?
I don't know.
David, talk about your motivation. Where to get all of this confidence and the fire that's in your heart? How much greater is the fire in your heart with this upcoming fight?
The confidence came from when I was young. I didn't have an amateur career, but my amateur career was sparring top champions. Started from Kelly Pavlik, Golovkin, Surdo Ramirez. I spent about 4 years just going back to camp to Big Bear, sparring with Golovkin. So I feel like that's really what made me into who I am now, because the sparring sessions we're not sparring sessions. They see whoever gets knocked out, you know what I mean? So we're fucking going at it all the time. And imagine sparring Golovkin 15 all the way to 19, you're gonna have a lot of confidence in yourself. So, and just that, and then just the way I fight. I know my spirit, my fighting spirit, there's no taking it down. I love fighting. I feel like if somebody hits me once, I gotta come back with 3 shots.
What do you say to all your fans?
Last question, guys.
March 25th, it's taken a long time, but we're finally here, and I'm definitely not gonna disappoint you guys. This is definitely gonna be one of the fights this is gonna be the fight of the year and knockout of the year.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.